Welcome to Love Soul 420. I'm your host, Goddess Z. Today's topic, how to improve yourself in 2021. Now, without a doubt, 2020 was a challenge, all right? Some people really faced a lot of trauma. Some people lost a lot of loved ones through this pandemic. Generally speaking, the world pretty much is going through some serious issues. And there was also equally a very good number of people that actually evolved through this pandemic. They realized that, you know what, I'm going to make the best of this situation. Some might have folded, some might have had some really bad luck. But a lot of other people decided that, you know what, I'm going to try to use this challenge or obstacle that I'm dealing with and find a way to grow from it. And more importantly, what really impressed me was the Black Lives Movement, because that movement actually inspired a lot of new Black-owned businesses. Also, support groups online. Now there's a huge trend in trying to support, Black-owned businesses. And I really love that. I really do. I think that's very inspiring. But apart from that, just as an individual, I feel like it's really important for us to take a look at where do we go from here? Literally, where do we go from here? So there's a couple of things I feel that could really help anyone who wants to improve themselves for the new year. And one of those things would say evolving, open-minded, being open-minded and listening to where people come from and how they feel about what they, whatever belief that they have is very important, because it's, oftentimes we're so quick to say, hey, I don't agree with that person. And then we look at this person like they're bad or they're evil. And just because someone doesn't agree with you doesn't mean they're your enemy. A lot of people have their own view and belief in certain things because, it was influenced by their experiences and upbringing and environment. So I think opening your heart to the idea of I should really consider, being open-minded and learn more about people and what it is that they're going through and why is it that they feel certain things. Another thing I feel that can really help improve yourself, that can help improve yourself in 2021, is to never stop learning. And when I say never stop learning, I mean really finding ways to research, not just go about whatever you hear on the news or whatever somebody tells you, but if there's something that piques your curiosity or you're concerned about something, be open to trying to learn more about it and finding books, reading a little bit more, reading a whole lot more. To be honest with you, I really feel that if you read more articles as opposed to watching, certain news, you'll get more information out of the article. A lot of times when people are writing a news article, they're much more specific, more detailed. They reference a lot of the things that they say. So if there's something about the information that concerns you, you can always, research the reference. But never stop learning. Never stop trying to research and find, the answer to whatever it is that, you're looking for. Another thing I think that can really help with improving yourself in 2021 is do something different. Everyone has something that they might have wanted to do and they probably decided I'm not going to do it because I'm too old or I'm too tired or I have kids now or I have too many responsibilities or I don't have the time. But you're not evolving if you're not trying different things. There's so many like new experiences, businesses, things to do right now in the year 2021 that wasn't around in 2005. Like, life has drastically changed, and the internet is like, everyone's making a living off of just doing business and communicating online. So if you're not out there just trying different things, just to put yourself in a different space, you're going to stay sheltered. Don't limit yourself. Try something different. It doesn't have to necessarily be doing something online. I shouldn't say that. It's not just about, there's so many things you could do online. There's so many things you can do offline. Paddleboarding, riding your bike. The other day I was driving and I saw there's a huge group of these young teenage girls. It was probably about 12 of them. They all had regular bikes, not like, those professional bikers you see on the road on a Saturday morning, but like just regular bicycles, regular teenagers. And they decided that, every day at this time, they're going to ride their bike. And I literally saw them every day at around the same time, just riding their bike together, just doing something different. Getting out of your comfort zone, because, like they say, your comfort zone will kill you. All right. And shout out to Renda Ryder for putting out some beautiful artwork based on that concept. Another thing that you can do to improve yourself in 2021 is pursue your dreams. There's never such thing as it's too late. Be practical. You know what I'm saying? If you're 65 and your dream is to be an astronaut, maybe the possibility is there, but it's very slim, But it doesn't mean that you can't have dreams and you can't pursue them, as long as they're practical and there's something that you can attain on your own. It's never too late to pursue your dreams. There's people that went to law school at 65 and became an attorney. There's people that never played an instrument their whole life, and then all of a sudden now they're playing, at an event. A lot of people really did a turnaround. One of my favorite stories is I'm forgetting her name because I'm having like a complete brain aneurysm. But her name is, I believe, Wang. She's the one that does like the wedding dresses. Okay. And she was a designer for many years, but she actually didn't get her break until she was in her 40s. Anthony Bourdain, I know everybody's familiar with him. Okay. He was huge celebrity. He had a show where he would travel the world and he would try different foods, and he also wrote about his experiences with all the different food dishes that he had a chance to try wherever he traveled. He didn't actually start writing about these experiences until he was in his early 40s. Literally, like his his success didn't even take off until way after his 40s. So it's never too late to pursue your dreams. There's no such thing as, it's too late. Because if you don't have at least one dream that you can live for, you're going to put yourself in a really uncomfortable situation. This is kind of like the playground for depression, but having a dream and actually believing in that dream and making actual steps to pursue those dreams is so healthy mentally for you. So that's another thing that you need to add. Be willing to compete with people that know more than you. A lot of people get very, they sometimes feel a little bit uncomfortable when they're with someone else that knows more than they do. But let me explain something to you. Your network is your net worth. Okay, the people you surround yourself with is ultimately where you're going to be at. So you hang around with 5 losers, you're the 6th loser. You hang around with 5 winners, you're the 6th winner. So always make sure that you're surrounding yourself by people that definitely know maybe just a little bit more than you. You can learn something. That's how you grow. You're not going to grow from someone who hasn't reached your level. It's kind of like a 12th grader trying to take advice from a 2nd grader. It doesn't work like that. So be open to definitely working with people that know a lot more than you, because that's what's going to help you kind of like step up a little bit. Remove interruptions. If there's anything in your life that's preventing you from really like being focused, ask yourself, like, is this something that I can sacrifice? But don't let yourself be interrupted. Even consider taking your time, taking an hour, 30 minutes out every day, turning your phone off, and just kind of like stay in your moment. Like, for example, every afternoon, I can sit in front of my computer for like hours, and then all of a sudden I just like say to myself, okay, stop. And I get out, I get away from my desk, and I go and I walk. Not jogging because afternoon and I'm in my work clothes and I don't want to sweat or anything like that. But I walk, and I'll walk around like a couple blocks and then back to the office. And during that walk, I don't bring my phone. I don't bring anything with me. And I use that time to really reflect on what it is that I'm trying to do. If you're a religious person, maybe that's the perfect time for you to pray. If you're a spiritual person, maybe that's the perfect time for you to meditate. But no matter what it is that you're into, it's just a very healthy thing for you to do, to take at least 15 to 30 minutes a day to really sit back and have a conversation with yourself about what it is you're going to do for that day, what it is that you plan to accomplish, and are the steps that you're taking today walking towards the dreams that you have. Set goals. Set goals. Some people are like, yeah, I got a goal. No, don't just have a goal in your head. Grab a piece of pen and a paper, write down specifically what it is you really want. And don't short sell yourself. Really write what you want. And then what you do is you take that long-term goal, whatever it is that you want, and then you break it down into little small goals. And then you do those little small goals every day that lead you to that goal you really want. Another thing would be say no. It's okay to say no. You don't have to agree to everything. Sometimes somebody invites you somewhere, you really like this friend, they're really cool, you haven't had a lot of time to hang out with them, they invite you to this event, and the time comes and you're like, you know what, I don't really want to go. It's okay, say no. But sometimes people are worried, well, they're going to be upset with me, oh my God. Say no. You come first. You have to set your own boundaries. If there's things that you want to do, go after them. If there's things that you don't want to do, give yourself permission to say, no, I don't want to do that. A couple of other things that you want to also consider is making sure you're not wasting any time. Your time is valuable. Every day we all get the same 24 hours. The question is, how are you using yours? Okay, so make sure that you're not really wasting any time. You're using your time to the fullest. And when I say don't waste your time, I don't mean like, oh, don't sit on the sofa and watch TV. You need to get to work. No. Sometimes we need that. There's been moments where I said to myself, you know what, today I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do work. I'm not going to talk about work. I'm just going to lay down. I'm going to, read a book, listen to an audio, or watch a Netflix or whatever it is. And I'm just going to give myself a little bit of a downtime to just relax and decompress. And that's not considered wasting time. It's time that I need for myself to relax, because I know that there are things that are coming that I'm going to have to do, and I need to be prepared for it. So, but don't waste your time. Don't waste your time doing frivolous things. Don't waste your time doing things you don't want. Make sure that every time your time is valuable and you're using it the best way you need to for yourself. Okay? And believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody will. I mean, seriously. If you don't believe in who you are and what you're capable of, it's going to be really difficult to convince other people to believe in you. So, more importantly, truly believe in yourself. Believe that whatever it is that you want to achieve, you're capable of achieving it. Because you deserve it, especially if you're willing to work hard from it. Thank you for listening, guys. This is Love Soap 420. And at the end of the day, I really just want to wash away the old ideas that we used to have and bring in a fresh new type of love that we can give not only ourselves, but everybody else around us. So until then, take care of yourself and each other. God is Z.